Women's Power to Heal Mother Earth. I am Maya Tiwari. Today I'm featuring Minayah from the Pleidian and Sirian Collective. It's about the most important piece of information we can glean today in the midst of the transition from the 3D density that we are experiencing, that we have been experiencing for more than eons, into the 5-dimensional frequency that we are now able to inherit and process within ourselves. This energy that has been granted to the world by the incredible efforts and great skills of the spiritual warfare that they have been fighting for Mother Earth for many, many eons, and now it has come to the fore. The Galactic Federation of Light and its allies of the interstellar bodies have been very, very busy at work, tearing down and eviscerating really all of the sites that have contained incredible amount of darkness, dark activities, malevolent and totally destructive to the human consciousness. These sites have been eviscerated and excavated, and I am sure we will learn more about exactly where those are when the time is right. Of course, our general media, mainstream media, is not producing any of this information, so most of the populace is in the dark. And it is those of us who are here on the forefront of our communities that need to not only spread the word, but begin to speak to those we know in our family membership, in our community memberships, if we have podcasts and if we have books we're writing. We really need to share this information because we have a lot of innocent, or 99.9% of our world, that is going to need help traversing this incredible period from the deep darkness of the past, perhaps 300,000 years, into the golden light. It is a phenomenal time, an amazing opportunity, a great celestial gift by Source Creator itself to humanity, and but we have work to do, and it is something that we need to glean. So without further ado, let me read some of what I have placed in the link below this presentation for you to explore further Minayah's video on the matrix unplugging, as well as her content in text form. Minayah explores the spiritual mechanics of the third density attachment, showing how the 5 senses, ego and mind, and our unmet needs, soul contracts, which by the way we've taken before birth, each one of us, to be here right now at this time, and energetic cords keep human consciousness bound to the material matrix. The transmission from Minayah presents a vivid teaching in which the senses are described as the prongs of a plug, the ego as the cord, and the matrix as the socket that feeds the endless rollercoaster of wanting, chasing, fearing, gaining, losing and seeking fulfillment outside of the self. Mind you, the heart is, of course, the most powerful electromagnetic generator in our body and in the macrocosm as well for the cosmos. At the heart of the message is the reminder that nourishment for humanity has been seeking have lived within the sacred God spark of the heart. The post explains how many moments of joy, love, safety, meaning, and fulfillment are not actually created by outer people, achievements, possessions, recognitions, but are actually the inner states briefly permitted to rise through those experiences. The teaching then moves into the heart coherence, the 0-point awareness, soul contracts, release, and sacred cord cutting. It describes the heart as the most powerful electromagnetic doorway into the unified field, where the soul creates from fullness rather than lack. Readers are guided, listeners are guided through the release of completed karmic agreements into a detailed ceremony of fire using candle and salt and the written chords, etc., in order to complete the energetic transmutation of cutting these cords that have been long outlived. The matrix, Minayah tells us that there comes a moment in every soul's journey when we realize the Creator is found by turning inward, because the Creator dwells within you. The kingdom is within you. In that moment, realization, life shifts from the law of effort to the law of grace, flowing effortlessly. And the rest of the text is verbatim from Minayah's content. The matrix prevails because the senses are seduced, the contracts are unfinished, and the cords are uncut. The matrix prevails through precise mechanisms woven so cleverly into the human experience that most miss them entirely. The first mechanism is unmet needs. Every human soul carries within it sacred hungers for safety, stimulation, meaning, love, growth, and for purpose. These hungers were given to you by the Prime Creator itself, so that you would seek the Creator, meaning your source of consciousness. The matrix arrives first and teaches you to feed these hungers from the material world. You learn to seek certainty in money, significance in status, connection in possession, variety in distinction, growth in achievement, purpose in titles. The prongs of your plug stay locked into the socket lifetime after lifetime, because the very thing your soul cries out for is being mimicked by something that can only mimic. Every interaction, every emotional exchange, every word spoken in anger or whispered in fear, these create energetic threads between you and others, between you and places, between you and ideas, between you and the old versions of yourself that have long since passed. These cords are real. We see them. We have always seen them. Energy flows back and forth along them. You feed others through your cords. Others draw from you through your cords. You're held in place by the simple, persistent draw of energy that has yet to be called home. The third mechanism of the cords themselves, every interaction, every emotional exchange, every word spoken in anger or whispered in fear, these create energetic threads between you and others, between you and places, between you and ideas, between you and old versions of yourself that have already passed. These cords are real. You see them. You have always seen them. Energy flows back and forth along them. You feed others through your cords, and that was worth repeating. The matrix prevail because the senses are seduced. The contracts are unfinished, and the cords are uncut. All these three can change. With every cord cut, contract released, and soul fragment called home, you unplug from the matrix. You discover the sacred socket that was always meant for you. This is the 0 point of the heart. These were the soul contracts. They were sacred. Hear us now. Once a contract has finished its purpose, it begins binding you to the past, where it once propelled you toward becoming. Most of us are still tethered to the agreements our souls made in service to lessons we have already mastered. The toxic relationship that taught you self-worth completed years ago, and yet still you still feel the pull. The painful family dynamics that taught you about boundaries, the cords of human, still hums in your field. The karmic loop with that one person who keeps appearing across lifetimes, and so on. You must make the choice yourself. You must say it, you must feel it, you must mean it, you must release sounds, something like this. And this is about your free will, universal law, to honor your choice of cutting all of these cords clean out of your life. You could speak your truth aloud in your own words, and it can be something like, to all souls with whom I have made contracts in this lifetime and across all lifetimes, I thank you, I honor you. The lessons we have woven together, I honor the love that brought us into agreement. I now declare, by the sovereign authority of my I am presence, that any contract which has fulfilled its purpose is hereby dissolved. Any contract which work is complete is hereby released. I return all that is yours to you with love. I call back all that is mine with love. We are free, and it is done. You will find the link to Minayah's video, and I hope you take the chance and the time to pursue this and peruse it with a great deal of attention, because in my opinion, it is the most important piece of information we can glean at this time of this massive transition. More to come soon. Thank you for listening, and peace. Peace be your journey.